Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Promoting Elevating Athletes. I'm sorry for the delay. I had a bit of an urgent phone call that I absolutely had to take. So I'm a little bit unorganized and caught off guard. So bear with me and don't write me off just yet. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Brooke Hamilton. I'm mother of five boys, aged 12 to 22. I am a media liaison officer for Fraser Coast 8 Ball Club. I am a former elite athlete turned 8 ball player. I am also a university graduate from the University of New England in Armidale, New South Wales. And I am the CEO and founder of PEA International, where we like to help promote elevating athletes and encourage them and move them on into college on a sports scholarship. So, that was a breathful. I am actually still out of breath from my phone call. Okay, so topic reveal Tuesday. By now, you should have a list of scholarships that you have narrowed down, and they should all resonate with your athlete's interests, goals, experience, and their background specifically. So I did post out to you today the scholarship tracker spreadsheet. Now, this is it's basically put together as an example, and you can edit all of the drop-down menus. You can do all of that you need to do to tailor it to suit your athlete specifically. So um, do take use of that one, guys. It really is a handy little tool to keep around, and it's going to prove valuable when it comes to all of the appointments and communication, when deadlines are approaching and all those sorts of things. So it really is a handy thing to have. And if you are seriously looking at scholarships now for your athlete, then I suggest to get cracking on that one straight away. Um, so I would suggest at this point to have your athletes start looking around for work to undertake, such as volunteer work or charity work, event planning, sports programming, all of those sorts of things while you're building a profile and a resume for your athlete, because all of this really looks amazing in their scholarship applications and in their college application as well. Okay, so topic this week. Now that you've done all of those, you need to go right through all of the requirements with a fine tooth comb. So what we're going to talk about this week is exactly what you need to be able to do that. So it's time for the planning phase. You need to register with the appropriate boards, gather a list of any exams that are a prerequisite of college as well, so that they need to be done. You need to know exactly when those things have to be handed in. They are the important ones, and if you don't have those done, then you might as well not worry about the rest. So make sure you've got all of that well out on the table, and you know this is where your scholarship tracker comes in handy as well. So you also need to actually, on those exams, normally when you go onto the website of an organization, they will have practice tests there. So I suggest finding these practice tests, the same ones that your athlete needs to be taking specifically, and practice those as much as your athlete possibly can. right up until the time that they need to be done. So that's very important. Also, prioritize what your letters of, so all of your letters of application, recommendation, letters of intent, letters of introduction, all of those sorts of things. Prioritize where they need to be, which ones need to be done first, who needs to be spoken to first or contacted first. So start prioritizing all of those things as well. Now, where will I go? I am still out of breath from my phone call. So it is time to also start thinking about building a portfolio and resume. My favorite part of the whole scenario, but I won't dive too far into that one just yet. That's a goodie I've got coming up, not too far down the track. So start thinking about the things that you would like to include in those. Also, gather all achievements that your athlete has done to date, any awards, any news items, newspaper reports, blogs, anything like that, and specific milestones, all of those things. Start gathering them and listing them and getting them all together in a nice little bubble with each other so that you know exactly where they are, and even try and have them organized so that you know where to find them exactly when you're ready. So because they can pop up at a time that's inconvenient. You go, oh my God, where were they? And it's a little bit like I do. I run around the house crazy because I just missed one little thing, and it's really not worth it. Like I keep saying, time is our most valuable asset. And if you're very serious about your athlete going to college or university on a sports scholarship, then time is of the essence. So you can't start early enough. So also, I would, now I've got, my son has just applied for a high school scholarship actually. So we've started a glory box. I call it a glory box. Some people call it a glory box, I think, when you're moving out of home, but this is my glory box for my glory athlete. So just keep all of those things in there, along with school academic transcripts, reports, exam scores, class grades, papers, presentations, all of these things. Sorry, my eyes are a bit crazy tonight, guys. There's lights are bugging me. So I would put all of those things into a glory box and just keep building them. Excuse me. And add them to your portfolio, the portfolio, resume, social profiles, all of those sorts of things. So the earlier you start gathering, the better, and you won't miss anything, and the juicier we can make the whole application look. So now, this is a topic none of us like to talk about, but it is the reason that we're all here. So finances. Sort your finances. Get all of your financial papers and plan for the probe is what I call it, planning for the probe, because they are going to probe into all of your finances. They're going to want to know why you need a scholarship or your athlete needs a scholarship. So that is one thing that you need to get in order and start thinking about as well. So planning for the probe, don't forget it. Okay, now I would also suggest mapping out a calendar now of all of the introductions to and communication with college coaches, teachers, financial aid officers, sponsors, organizations, all of the above. So get yourself a calendar, and I suggest using a spreadsheet like we do with the others because it's so much easier to keep track of. and it's easy to go in and edit in and change things. So also, I will upload introductory email template for you, just to give you a bit of an idea as what your emails to particular coaches and sponsors and organizations and that should look like. They are a very big part of the whole process, and they do need to be very clean. So I will upload some templates. I will get onto that for you this week. Also, start talking with your athletes' private coaches and teachers. Prepare them or ask them and plan with them to have contact with the college coaches, with sponsors, organizations, all of the rest, because if you've got your private coach and teacher behind you, they are the key to your where your athlete is at in terms of level wise, division wise, just health, general physicality, all the rest of it, all in one. So your athlete's private coach or teacher, any of those, is going to be a really good one to have on your side. So prepare them early as well, and just have conversations with them and just see how you can help each other with all of this, because they're going to want your athlete's success just as much as you and I do. So get on board with those guys. Excuse me, sorry, my voice is going. Okay, now another great resource I'm going to give to you this week is captainu.com. CAPTAIN capital U, one word.com. They are a really good resource for planning for a scholarship. So, I mean, I'm your best resource, but they're a great website to check out as well. So get onto that. Okay, now, because I've been so frazzled this live and very unorganized, I've got lights bugging me and I'm losing my voice, and it's all been, I hope you've been able to actually take something from these past few minutes that I've been talking. Now, I am going to put out a lot this week. I've had a couple of down weeks with sick children and things like that, but I'm going to put out a lot this week. So I hope I don't overload you, but if there's anything that you don't understand or you need me to clarify on, please do not hesitate to DM me at any time. Sometimes I feel like I don't actually sleep. So anytime, guys, I am here for you, and I promise it will always be me that you get. So yeah, I am so excited to be taking this journey with you guys, and I can't wait to dive more into all of the ins and outs that we're going to visit when it comes to putting our children into college or university on a sports scholarship. So it is a very, very passionate subject for me. I not only was an athlete myself, I have very good athletic children. I've got children going through scholarships as well. I'm also educated, but most of all, I know how this whole process can affect families, and that's what I'm here for. I want to be able to alleviate some of the pressures that families feel when it comes to giving our athletes the best possible start in life, and that is going to college or university and doing so on a sports scholarship. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Don't forget, on Sunday night, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, we'll be here all over again to sum it all up. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.